Hello and welcome back to the Wrestle Debate and to Payback out of 10. Yes, you may find this a bit weird. Just a week ago we were reviewing SummerSlam, now Payback. The wildlife of WWE, I suppose. But on the pre-show, Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan defeated the Iconics despite suggestions they were going to break up, but they're all friendlies now. But let's get straight onto the main card. The first match was Apollo Crews v Lashley for the US title. Lashley was dominating right away before Crews countered him with a drop kick and sent him to the outside. Lashley then got back in top following a distraction from MVP and Benjamin, and he was being manhandled. Lashley then got into the full Lashley for a second time, and this dropped Apollo to the mat and picked up the win, and Lashley is new US champion. I'm going to give this a 6.5 out of 10. I'm really glad that Lashley's the new US champion. I think he needed it, so I'm happy. But anyway, after the match, Apollo attacked him, setting up another match. Fine. Heyman still said Reigns hadn't signed a Universal Championship contract before Keith Lee ran into JBL, who was playing mind games ahead of his match with Orton. We then got a preview package for Big E v Sheamus before the match. Sheamus started off strong but was taken down by Big E before getting back momentum. Big E tried to hit an apron spear but was caught by Sheamus with a knee strike. Big E hit a belly to belly but then took an Alabama sham, so it was quite back and forth. Sheamus went for the brogue kick, but Big E caught him, hit the powerbomb and then the big ending for the win. I'm going to give this a 6.5 out of 10. Good match, good to see Big E get the win, but kind of would have liked to see it got more momentum. Next up, we got Matt Riddle versus King Corbin before Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax were still at each other's throats. But anyway, Corbin attacked Riddle before the match, and then we know what happened. It was just your normal Corbin match. Corbin on top early on. Riddle fights back. Corbin gets back on top again. And then eventually Matt Riddle hit the floating bro for the win. 6 out of 10. Right result, but I would have liked to have seen it a lot more dominant for Matt Riddle. And Corbin attacked Matt Riddle backstage, so we're getting this match again. Hooray! Next up was the women's tag title match. Nia and Shayna were arguing about who should go in first before Baszler tagged herself in, and they were on top early on. Nia tagged in and sent Sasha into the barricades. Bayley hung out, but Nia and Bayley across and tagged Shayna. So it's kind of a back and forth match, You're really not sure about what team was going to break up first. Baszler was manhandling both champs and locked in a modified three-way submission, which was insane, to pick up the win. 6.5 out of 10. Nia and Shayna hugged before pretending they were enemies. 6.5 out of 10. I didn't see this coming, if I'm honest, and I'm intrigued to see where the Banks and Bayley angle goes now. I mean, who isn't? Then it was Randy Orton v Keith Lee. Orton went for the headlock straight away. Hooray! But then Keith Lee hit chops to his chest. Back in the ring, Lee tossed out Orton outside and returned the favour by sending Orton into the announce desk. Orton hit a draping DDT, but then went for the RKO before Lee dodged and hit him with a spirit bomb to pick up the win. Who saw that coming? In less than 5 minutes, Keith Lee picked up the W and it was clean. Wow, I did not see this coming. 6.75 out of 10. Then it was Dominic and Ray versus Seth and Murphy. Dominic started off strong, going after both Rollins and Murphy. Ray tagged in, called Rollins into the ring, and they went after each other. Rollins took control with a gutbuster. Ray made a tag, but Dominic was caught straight away with a Falcon Arrow by Rollins before he eventually tagged in Ray again. Hit the moonsault for a near fall before missing the 619, and then the match continued to go back and forth when Ray tagged in Dominic and hit the sliding Canadian Destroyer on the outside. Inside the ring, Dominic hit the 619 and frog splash for the win. 7 out of 10 for me. This far exceeded my expectations and was actually a really, really good match. And finally, in our main event, Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman versus, Roman Reigns didn't turn up for a little while. Strowman attacked the Fiend during his entrance and took him down. Strowman then hit a running power slam. Wyatt hit the Sister Abigail and they both kicked out. Then it was just like a really hard-hitting brawl before Strowman powerbombed Bray Wyatt off the top and the ring collapsed. Out came Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns tried to pin them. He didn't manage to do so. Wyatt locked in the mandible claw, but Roman hit a low blow to get out of it. Speared Strowman and got the win. 7 out of 10. This is really fast paced. I didn't actually mind it, and it's great to see Roman as the champion. Overall, Payback for me gets a 6.75 out of 10. Overall, the quality of the matches were all pretty good, but then you had some matches like Matt Riddle versus King Corbin, which I just went a bit shorter, but on the whole, overall, it was a fairly decent show. But anyway, guys, that is it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about Payback down in the comments. Subscribe to my other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description below, for daily wrestling news. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.